Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? If you got one of these in your home or office, standard atmospheric venting, traditional gas-fired water heater with a pilot, and you got no hot water, this video you're going to want to watch. Sometimes it's not just relighting the pilot, but sometimes you got to make a repair. And in this video, I'm going to show you step-by-step how to relight the pilot and how to troubleshoot error code number 7 on your A.O. Smith with Honeywell millivolt gas power control valve. Let's go. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes. Monday, January 27th, 2025. Got back over the weekend from a 2-week holiday vacation with some great friends and family, of course. First service call on this Monday. I did do a couple emergency service calls yesterday, but nonetheless, first day of the week. We have an existing residential client, got 2 A.O. Smith, I believe they're 50-gallon gas-fired water heaters. One is on the fritz, got no hot water in part of the house. I got the parts I need as an A.O. Smith authorized service provider. I stock everything. It's on the truck. Let's go see if we can get them up and running. Let's go! Love these garage doors, by the way. Love them. Good morning, counselor.
How are you, sir?
Thank God. How are you?
You
as well.
Nice and tan.
Thank you. So let me make my way into this hole.
Yeah. I probably need to.
You need a larger garage.
I know. How do I do that?
How do you do that?
You have an idea?
I have an idea.
What's the idea?
Buy a bigger house.
Yeah. 8,500 square feet's not enough, right?
No, it's not. Which one's not working right?
This one right here.
The one in the middle?
I turned it off because you always say in your videos if something's not working right.
Correct. What was it doing?
It's not even blinking. The other one's blinking.
Okay.
And I could tell yesterday I didn't have any hot water. So.
And when you turned it off yesterday, when you turned it off yesterday, what was this?
You want me to take the bikes down?
Nah, not yet. Oh, let's see.
I tried to relight.
75 from 2018. Not so old. Has this one been repaired before? No.
You did the panels on it last year.
Okay. So you didn't try relighting it?
I did try to relight.
And what happens?
Nothing.
Nothing happens?
Maybe I did it wrong. I don't know.
Maybe you did it wrong. Correct. All right. Let's see. Oh, man.
You want me to take it down?
This one, yes. Fairly easy process. Gas control valve. Right now you have it on off because you put it on off. We're going to put it into pilot. And when you put it into pilot, this black dial will go like that, right? If it's not on pilot, let's say it's like there, you're not doing anything. So if it's on there, it'll go. So now while I'm holding this down, I'm going to this little black button with the little spark thing next to it. And we should have heard something.
Yeah.
So let's take off this little plate here. All right, and I am going to show you guys inside there. Okay, so there is straight ahead. So I'm going to turn off the flash. I'm just going to hit the spark button. I wonder if the igniter, the piezo igniter here. Oh, did I just see a flash? Oh, yeah, you have something there for a brief second. All right, so hold on. Push this in, and let's start it again. Ooh. So there it is, very, very faint. There it is. All right, so we have a kind of a small blue flame there, a little bit of orange on the tips there. It's okay so far. And our gas valve is flashing. Let's count over. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. All right. Well, today's your lucky day. And it kind of makes sense because as we're trying to ignite, very, very little weak flame there. It didn't want to come out. Now it's coming out a little bit. But Eric, 7 flashes is gas control or valve failure. Oh, don't have that like sad puppy.
What does that
dog.
mean?
That means at a minimum, we need to replace the gas control valve, which is this white box.
Okay.
So let's just count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 flashes. Now, let's look at that flame again. So that flame is there, and the flame, the pilot flame, is sitting, the thermocouple or the pilot generator, which is the end of this red and white wire, it is sitting in the flame, and it is generating a small millivolt charge, about 500 millivolts of power, which is powering the gas valve. Unlike a traditional gas valve that has a thermocouple that has it's a pilot flame and there's no power there. It's just, well, there is, it's millivolts. It's like 20 millivolts, but because they got fancy and complicated, now you have these fancy and complicated control valves. So if I let go of this, normally that pilot will stay on as long as there's enough pilot flame there with the thermocouple with the pilot generator is good. So I'm going to let go of that knob. It stayed lit. Right, and if we turn this from pilot to, let's say, any other temperature, it should energize the main valve and should have main ignition.
Unknown call.
Like that. You still have the bad control valve, gas control valve, but now the pilot is lit. All right, I got my new gas control valve. I have the domestic inlet cold water isolated. Domestic hot water outlet isolated. Every water heater needs to have a shutoff valve isolating the cold water coming in. It's okay if you don't have one on the outlet side. It is what it is, but every water heater needs to have a valve for domestic cold water inlet. We're fortunate enough where we even have dielectric unions here to really protect this water heater. Awesome. Got the gas off, the gas cock, which is clearly identified as gas for the water heater. Nice valve tag that we put on this years ago. Let's take a flat screwdriver and let's take some pressure out of this water heater from this drain cock right there. And let's see what we got going on here. So this recirculating line is tied into that water heater. Okay, we gotta close that one as well. And this one. That really sucks. There should be a valve here to totally isolate. Oof, look at that water in there. Okay. Just enough. Get the pressure out. Disconnected the wire for the piezo igniter and the pilot generator. Let's disconnect the main burner and the pilot burner. All right, now this one, I'm going to use a adjustable crescent. Wow, she did not want to go, not willingly at least. Okay, move that out of the way as well, because when I pull this gas valve out, I don't want to have any conditions where water gets inside the pilot tubing or the main burner tubing. Okay, now, let's see, and get the show on the road. All right, I got my new gas control valve there, and it comes factory with a little bit of like pipe joint sealant on there. I'm gonna just throw some PTFE tape on here. I'm using Blue Monster. I happen to love it. Now in the manual, it does state use PTFE tape, Teflon tape, or an approved pipe thread joint compound. That's what it says in the installation guidelines for that. So I just got a little bit of Teflon tape on there. It does come a little bit of, looks like joint compound on there, but it's always safe to put a little extra on there. But keep in mind that these threads, they're plastic. Looks like an ABS type of plastic. So be careful with it. All right, let's take out the old valve. If you notice, I'm not using any tools other than my hands to remove the gas valve from the water heater tank. Now, I'm doing this because I don't want to cause any damage That's open. Got a little bit of pressure out of there. I got my gas valve ready. Okay, I'm taking note of the shank depth here. And what I'm gonna do now before I take it all the way out, I'm gonna remove this nipple, half-inch nipple coming out of the gas valve, because God forbid I need to get this back in there because that's too short. I'll be able to easily spin that back on and minimize the amount of water that comes out of this water heater. Pop any pressure out of there, and let's go. I should have been a little bit quicker, but nonetheless, let's get it on there. Beautiful. And there it is. Look, didn't even get any water on the floor. Paste it. Now that the gas valve is in, let's restore domestic water. Let's restore domestic water service back to the home. Now remember, we have to isolate both heaters because there's no valve isolating the recirculating line from the left tank. There's nothing there. And replacing this heater is going to involve replacing this heater. Crazy. Okay. Yep, see? No water on the floor. All right, let's reconnect our gas, and then I'll show you a trick on how to purge out the air out of the gas piping before we try to light the pilot. All right, the gas is on. Everything's connected, and I went much deeper than the last guy in the threading and the depth insertion. Crazy. Guys, don't neglect this. This is a major safety hazard. Okay, before I connect my pilot tubing, main burner tubing, piezo igniter, and the pilot generator, thermal pile, I'm going to purge some air, and I'm going to hold down pilot. Until I hear some gas there. Beautiful. Excellent. All right, let's light the pilot. We have our new gas control valve, set the pilot. We're going to push down on the black button. We're going to take that piezo igniter, hit that multiple times. And there it is. So we're going to hold this down for about 60 seconds. We'll hear the click from the gas valve first, and then that status light will flash, and hopefully it flashes once. Here we go. There it is. One flash. Perfect. Let's put our combustion chamber flame arrestor plate back into place. Let's set this bad boy to B. Houston, we got ignition. Beautiful. All right, done with this service call. If this is a little bit above your pay grade, homeowner, even a good DIY guy, and you live in the Long Island metropolitan area, and you're tired of getting bamboozled by your plumber, I want you to pick up the phone and give me a call at 516-348-6300, or save time, book online at pipedoc.net. My family owned and operated team would love to help you with any plumbing, heating, or cooling issue. Thanks again for watching, guys. Be well, God bless, stay safe.